Note, these opinions are mine. Also, these opinions are from a free-to-play standpoint. So with that, let's go! There are many tower defense games on Roblox. Some new, some old, some godly, but some garbage. So today, I'm taking 8 great tower defense games that I have played and I'm going to be giving them a ranking. This ranking will be based off how fun they are, their difficulty, and how easy it is for a free-to-play to enjoy them, aka the free-to-play factor. So let's begin! Starting off with the most known tower defense game on Roblox, we got Tower Defense Simulator. When you start off the game, it's going to be slow, like all other tower defense games. However, there are some good towers for beginners as well, like the Demoman Tower. The maps and game modes are also really good. The game can quickly get grindy, however, since once you have some of the better towers like Commander and Minigunner, you gotta spend a lot of time leveling up, grinding hardcore, and farming for golden crates for any real progression into the late game. However, TDS has many great events, like the Solar Eclipse and Duck Hunt. Wait, what do you mean they aren't kept in the game? Yeah, that's right, majority of the events coming to the game don't stay. However, as of late, all special maps have remained playable, so maybe some old ones can come back too? But TDS isn't a game that gets updated much, having a record of spending most of its year updateless. However, from recent leaks, it seems that some really cool stuff is coming up really soon, so if you haven't tried TDS, it might be a good time to try it now. Up next, we have the true start of the tower defense genre on Roblox. Tower Battles. This game has been and still is my favorite tower defense game up to date. The main change here is that instead of the co-op being the main game mode, we have Versus. This is also the main way to get money in the game too. Versus makes this game really fun compared to other tower defense games, so I guess that's why I played a lot of Bloons Versus. This game has not gotten a major update in a very long time, which is sad. So over the years, it has fallen off. Also, when you start off the game, you're going to be in a major disadvantage with your bad towers, because many people in here already have good towers. There's no level-based matchmaking, you just get in with whoever you can. And farming can also be really slow at the beginning, until you actually start to win. And the fact that you win only 100 credits per game, when some towers cost this much, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but I would still highly recommend giving the game a go. Up next we got Tower Heroes, which has a great take on the genre, having many different towers to offer and many maps as well, with different bosses and enemies gradually getting harder and harder with the level cap. While enemies generally don't change much about the map, it is still cool to have new ones. The customization in this game is also pretty vast, having tons of different ways to customize towers, mainly with paints. And also there are rewards for completing any difficulty on any map, from towers to special skins. This game is definitely very fun, giving you lots of mana, which is the in-game money, so you can place and upgrade many towers as well, giving you a lot of time to try out different combinations. Another great thing about the game is that it has a whole new game mode, where the map is wide open, but you can build your own walls, giving you lots more room for creating your own strategy. It's really free to play friendly as well, and getting good towers in this game doesn't take that much. The only problem I find is that there are many strong support towers, spawners, and DPS towers, so 5 slots is really limiting. That's why, if you are going to play this game, I really suggest grabbing a friend along, so that you are going to have more towers. If you have any. And next we got Tower Defense Blitz, which has taken the crosspath upgrade gimmick from Bloons Tower Defense. giving every tower two uses. The grinding is a pain, but matches are fairly quickly, with the game modes being pretty good too. While the idea is good, I'd say that it lacks in execution, since most towers have a path that's much better than the other, which pretty much cancels out the whole idea of a second path. But at least the starting towers are pretty good, so you're not going to be that bad at the beginning. This game is definitely a game you're going to have a good time with at the beginning, but it can quickly fall off. But other than that, another great game you can try. And that marks the half point of the video. If you've made it until here, then good job. Also, however, consider subscribing, since videos like these take me quite a bit to make, and subscribing would help me out a ton. So now, let's continue the video right after this quick ad. And now I'll be telling you about some less known tower defense games that I really suggest trying. These games are well made, but kind of fell off for no reason. So starting off, we got Action Tower Defense. This game has one of the most unique take on the genre that I've seen. In this game, there is no road. The enemies freely roam to your base and you have to use your towers to block their way. However, you have a weapon. You can defend yourself, and most of the time, you are going to be the main defense. As weird as it sounds, the towers are more so just for the support, but I kinda like the idea. Different worlds bring different enemies with different mechanics. We got some that are ranged, some that fly, some that target the base while ignoring buildings, and some that target only players or maybe only building. There are also maps with interesting gimmicks attached, like the lava level, where lava spits to you every now and then, leaving a lava zone where only you or your buildings can get damaged. There is also the swamp, which limits your tower possibilities, because some may be way too big to be used properly, low space on the map. The big downside to this game, however, is that it was created as a cash grab, with the usual gacha system for towers and AFK zone to profit off the premium users, but the game itself is fantastic. There are many different towers with different abilities and weapons, so I would highly suggest giving this game a try. Oh, by the way though, can this music stop playing everywhere, please? And next we got Pixel Gun Tower Defense, which is another really unique take on the tower defense genre. The cool gimmick of this game is that you can combine different characters with different weapons, making many combinations. And the thing I love is that depending on what character you use, each character has 3 different types of upgrades, which depending on the weapon, some are way better than others. However, even with all these endless possibilities, the big downside of this game is that it takes a long time for you to grind, and you don't really get that much money in a game for your towers. So getting to try out every combination to see which one's better takes a long time. There are also gadgets which are pretty cool, which they provide some pretty good help, but on a cooldown, either dealing damage, unstunning your towers, or even a farm for money. This game really could have been really good, but the fact that it's so slow paced might have brought its downfall. I still highly suggest giving it a try though, due to just how fun it is. And now we got Lucas Tower Defense, which is a game I have been asked to play recently, and gotta say, it is pretty fun. The maps are okay, but other than base plate, none are really worth playing. And starting out this game is quite nice. It gets started pretty easily, but once you level up a little bit, you're just going to see how massively unbalanced this game actually is. The game usually takes about 30 minutes or less, and depending on the towers you got and the difficulty. And the rewards are pretty good for a game that quick. The towers are viable depending on the level you have, so there is some kind of order in which you take the towers. The mechanic this game uses that's quite unique is giving HP to towers. This makes you ask if you should go for one strong tower or spam multiple level 1s. Spoiler alert, spamming is usually better. The thing is that every tower has 100 HP. I've yet to see any towers that have more or less HP. Melee, medium range, snipers, don't matter. All of them have 100 HP. However, there are still downsides, as always. Tower balance in this game is trash. Some towers are absurdly OP, while others are directly in the garbage. For example, Laser, Assassin, and Miner, which is this game's farm, are stupidly busted. Laser has great DPS for only a level 3 tower. It's pretty much a starter. Assassin can just spawn kill due to the insane DPS that it has. And Miner can give you tens of thousands of money, which you shouldn't really be able to get, making the medic, which heals your towers keeping them alive, pretty much meaningless since you can just replace them with all that money that you got. And there are also towers that suck, like the SMGer or the Sniper. These towers are not good. Like, you should throw them out as soon as you possibly can. And also, that might be just me, but I am not the biggest fan of the fact that every tower and every enemy is the same guy, the creator of the game. But hey, that might be just me. Still, I recommend the game though. And those are all the games? Or are they? Well, if you remember, I said I got 8 games and I only covered 7. That is because I have saved the best for last. Tower Defense X. If you are into the tower defense genre, then you 100% heard of it. Having John Roblox as the lead, Tower Defense X will no doubt be the best tower defense game when it comes to look. For the gameplay, here's all the things we have. An HP system. Towers can die, but upgrades increase their HP. Some towers have more HPs than other. Cross paths. Different paths. Different uses. And it seems so far like both of the paths are usable in their own situation. A 6th tower slot. Truly insane! Unique tower concept. Very good looking maps, enemies, towers, and there are win animations. The last thing I'd love to have and isn't there yet would be a versus mode, but I will keep on dreaming for that as well. This game, from what we've seen so far, is going to be amazing. It will not be easy, not at all. The difficulty in this game is very high, but it seems really fun. We are yet to know how grindy the game will be, and the stats of every tower and enemy are not final, but the future of this game looks bright so far, and I'm excited to see it release. And those were the games that I've played. Other than Tower Defense X because it's just for testers. But here are my final rankings. If you disagree, make your own ranking in the comments. I'd love to see your thoughts. And also, I wonder which one of these games you have played. But I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I will be seeing you into the next one. Bye bye!